Yo, what's going on? Listen, man, I got the same clothes on as last week, but you know what? I ain't stink. Listen, man, first of all, welcome to another episode of Foreign Insight. You know what I'm saying? With your host, Maddox. And today we got a special guest, man. This guy was like one of the only, I don't want to sound racist by saying white man. The only white man that was shelling the dance hall parties throughout Connecticut, throughout Brooklyn. Wherever he's on the dance floor, he's the best dance white guy. Give it up, y'all, for Gully Chris. Yeah!
Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Freaking, is he Greek? Is he Jamaican? Is he Albanian? Italian? What was it? Puerto Rican? People ask me so many like. Oh yeah, my fault.
Yeah.
I know. I'm still kind of used
Yeah,
to
put
it.
your headphones in. Put your headphones on.
Oh shoot.
You can hear yourself.
Oh my God.
See, he don't want nothing black on him. That's what.
That's
Pause.
No.
He got black clothes on.
I don't want nothing white on me.
Oh damn! Oh shit! Yeah.
Sorry.
So what brings you here today, though? What you want to talk about today, bro? Let's have this conversation, bro.
Oh, of course. So like, yo, I remember, the live video that we made, and we were talking about a lot of things that we see wrong in the dating world now. Like, I'm not trying to be one of those dudes that's like, yo, this generation, that generation. You always hear it, but this has to be the worst generation when it comes down to dating options and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
I literally agree with that.
Before we start, basically, because it always gets confused because a lot of women feel like they're being attacked by a lot of these podcasts and all of that. So before we dive into it, I just want to say, and same thing with Maddox, he says this a lot too, like, we're not trying to attack women. We're not trying to tell you can't have a preference or have standards. Everybody has standards. But, like, when you have unrealistic expectations, you got to reevaluate yourself and check yourself like, oh, my God, my list is a little bit too much. And can I even meet these requirements?
Because a lot of times, let's look at in the dating market, right? Back in the days, I would think two major things that kind of damage the dating market in today's society. One is extreme feminism, that definitely changed it, and number two is the tricks, the men. Like, these niggas done fucked the game up. Like, they both sides fucked the game up because now the men don't trust the women and the women don't trust the men.
Yeah, that's
right?
facts. I agree.
It's sad, but it's right now. It's like I kind of sometimes wish, damn, I wish I was born in New York, like in 1954, so I could have been around. Listen to "I Wanna Thank You, Heavenly Father" in the 80s. On shining your light on me. It's been a long time since I had somebody love me, but not just my body. I probably said the lyrics wrong, but that's my shit right there. By the way, but at that time, I probably met a girl like this. It's been a long time. It's not for real. And I probably had a baby by now. I'd have been in love. Now, back then, it was like, all right, cool. You could pick up, you could walk to a girl, you could talk to her. You could just want to dance, and everything seems to be like cool. Now, if I ask a girl want to dance now, what?
Don't touch me.
You mean 6 feet?
Wait, I mean, you.
Yeah, I am. I'm different.
Stop throwing shade at me, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Nah.
Yeah, but it's true, son. So now, have women ever came to you and told you was too short to deal with them?
Oh my God. So many times. And it's just like, and when I share this story, I think some chicks might be like, oh, he probably still hurt or some shit. No, it's not being hurt, but it goes to prove to y'all that the majority of men don't get the sexual, don't get all the sex that you think that we get. Because you hear some of these girls, oh, men cheat all the time. Men sleep with this, men sleep with that. And I'm like, Even if I wanted to, I barely could get the chance. And I'm the only white dude in the party. And it's always been, like I said before, oh, you the white boy in the party. Like, everybody knows Gully Chris. You probably
running through them.
had them all. And I'm like, yeah, little do you know. Little do you know. I barely got freaking attention. And I tried so many times. But, hey.
See, the thing is I realized about dance hall people in that circle, if you're a white man, right? Mm-hmm. So if you want to I'm going to give you a secret how to get the Jamaican women. Mm-hmm. Do some old school dance hall. You do the butterfly. Yo, he got rhythm. Yo, he's smacking it. They're going to be on it, bro. No.
I've had better luck with.
Don't do the butterfly. Don't do the butterfly.
No. Well, unless you're doing it with a chick, maybe.
No, you do it, like, you go to the bar, look at the girl, and this. Baby love.
Baby love. Come here, so.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he got rhythm.
Yo,
go ahead.
I've had better luck, actually, with Caribbean women than American women.
Let's talk more into the mic.
Oh, so I'm so sorry. I've had better luck
Pause.
Why? I've had better luck with Caribbean women than American women, actually. You know what I mean? The most I've been with is Caribbean women. I mean, I've been with some American girls, but not that many. If it wasn't for dance hall, bro, like I told you a while back, my body count would probably be like 3.
Damn, out of the whole dance hall circuit, I caught like 3 in 1 week when I first saw dance hall.
I guess I'm ugly.
You want me to give him a compliment? Nah, you're not ugly, man. You handsome.
You too, man. But like, I was never that insecure. You know what? Nah, I'm not gonna say never. But that was like high school, because like you saw the same dudes in high school get all the attention, and you like, damn. And then like, you're like, shit, maybe I am. But as I got older, I'm like, yo, I may not be a pretty boy, but I'm like, I ain't that ugly. It's just that these chicks love chasing the same dudes.
And that's what they say, or men cheat, because y'all fucking with the same person.
Exactly. And it's a good.
Or Raheem cheat is the same person you fucking with. It's Raheem 11 times.
Yo.
It's one man.
And this is the thing, like, that I hate to sound like this bitter dude, but it's just like, they feel like, I think they think that the 6 foot pretty boys, again, sorry, I'm not throwing no shade, but they think that like they ain't got friends that's like average looking. Yo, with the stories I've heard from some of these dudes that bag the most chicks, they would tell us some of the craziest. Like all these requirements that they got, it's like they know when to say it. They'll go up to the regular dudes, like the hardworking dudes, middle class workers, say all of this, blah, 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 blah. But behind closed doors, they getting with the broke pretty boy for free, doing everything they said that they ain't gonna do for free. But with us, shit. They telling us that we gotta pay their phone bill, we gotta do this. Meanwhile, this dude, 6 baby moms, and she's about to be baby's mom's number 7.
Let me ask you a question, because being that you a white guy.
Yep.
You said, yeah. Then you're a white guy. Has a black woman ever told you got to be 6 feet 6 inches?
Oh yeah.
They tell you that too?
Oh no, they told me that too. I know we were talking on live about how, you know, your experience, like, cause I'm not saying this wrong, because I've heard other black men say that, like, some of the requirements have been like,
the standards they hold to the black man, they don't put it on the white man.
And it sucks to say, because like, even though I feel like it's never happened to me, I guess because I grew up in an area that's predominantly black, and I don't act like that typical, like, you know, and I've been told that, like, oh, yo, you don't act like the typical white dude. I'm like, yo, because I grew up in an area that's predominantly black. I can't control how I act and talk and stuff like that. Like, I didn't grow up in Greenwich, Connecticut. I grew up in the other part of Connecticut that people still to this day don't believe that Connecticut got hoods for some reason. They think Connecticut is the land of milk and honey.
Yeah, I'm like, Connecticut have hoods. I know a few people in the hood of Connecticut.
Yeah.
I know them. I'm like, yo, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might have slept with some of them too. So that's besides the point.
Whoa. That's the reason why I couldn't get no girls in Connecticut. This dude took them all.
No, see, I was a virgin until I was about 39. So right now, watch this. Now watch this. So, what is your issue? What is your biggest issue that you have with feminists in today's market? What's the biggest problem you have with feminists of when it comes down to dating? Their influence on dating.
So, and I've said this in other videos, and again, I get a lot of on my Instagram. I have a lot of real women that follow me, and they understand where I'm coming from, because we're not here to bash, but this new wave of feminism, okay, it's promoted this hate for men, and we can look back, and there's I forgot the woman's name, but she said when we were doing our thing, we just wanted like equality here and here. She says like today it's all about like trying to compete and try to do the same thing as men do. And it's just like this new wave of feminism has promoted the hookup culture to like these young girls. Oh, men sleep with millions of women. You should do the same thing. Why can't we do what men do? Meanwhile, the majority of those men, a majority of men in general, don't sleep with the amount of women that you think. But because you watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Keeping Up with the Mob Wives, Keeping Up with Keeping Up.
Love and
I
Hip
keep
Hop.
saying Keep Up, but Love and Hip Hop. You see these dudes who have the most options, and you see how they treat women. But the thing is, at the same time, a lot of them, that's the type of men that they want. But at the same time, they like to say that they don't. But these are the type of dudes that they want. They want the dudes with the most options. But of course, they're gonna treat you like that. Because what else do you have to offer than the next 800,000 girls who look just like you and want the same man? So my issue was how this new age of feminism is always focused on hating men. They're basically trying to ruin everything, the traditional like relationship. And when I say that, and I don't want nobody to think like I'm taking shots at the LGBTQ or some shit. I'm just saying like the traditional like male that wants to provide for his woman. It's like, oh, toxic, like everything is toxic masculinity, even to dudes that just want to have a good life and have one wife. It's always like, oh no, he's got to be lying somehow. It's like, it's kind of like taught these young girls. They do these interviews. I've seen them on. I feel sad. Like sometimes I'm like, do I want to cry? Because I'm like,
don't cry, don't cry.
I feel bad because I'm like, yo, you really think that all men are corrupt, and you think you're and that's another thing. Some of them they think that they're so perfect, and I'm like, you're not.
And my thing is, my opinion, the fact, not an opinion, is that extreme feminists have hurt the dating market. Even America as like a overall, it have destroyed the fabric of America. It's to the point that I can't even hold the door for a woman to be a gentleman, or what you hold the door. It's a patriarchy. I'm like, what are you, huh? The level, you think I'm beneath you, the bigotry, the misogynistic. I'm like, what are you talking about? And this is white extreme feminist women talks. So when I see black women like this, I mean, you're being brainwashed. Like you really being brainwashed, because that's not even how you talk. Mm-hmm. You know, if I see anybody say certain words, I'm like, nah, you're being brainwashed, right? So now in the dating market, they literally start saying like, a dude ain't a man if he don't make X, Y, and Z. I said the man don't make the man, the money, how much money he is, don't equate to the value of a man. I'm gonna say it right. It don't make him an actual man. Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of guys out there who are 22, 23 years old. By definition, yes, they are a man by definition.
Yeah.
But we're talking about in the context of providing, right? And being an actual person with leadership, leading, guidance, you know what I'm saying? All these things. You put that shit to the side because he got the bag. I mean, he could be a rich child. Mm-hmm. He could be a rich Pookie, a rich Ray Ray, a rich ignorant person, and you would date him, and you wonder why you got disrespected so much.
Exactly.
Now, I mean, the dude who's working hard, honest man, who busts his ass, who actually got morals, and who could put that into you, guide you right way. You think he can't guide you because he don't make six figures, which is something that the feminist movement the extreme fitness movement have literally brainwashed our women with.
Yep.
And that's the reason why I say that's one avenue of how it destroyed the dating market.
It did, because they all have this, and they all have this same requirement. Oh, you got to be this much taller than me. Oh, you got to make this amount of money. Or I see these videos. Oh, why can't a man match what I make? Oh, I'm making this amount of money. So if you can't match it or go past it, I can't date you. So you willing to turn down someone that could probably give you the best life just because right now he's not making that amount of money. Okay? First of all, and these be young girls. The majority of people have to work their way up. When you start off at a job, you're not going to make the same income as the boss.
Nope.
You got to work your way up. So it's just like I see these 23-year-olds complaining about, I got to date a guy who can at least make more than what I do. First of all, you got an OnlyFans. Okay? You got motherfuckers simping over you from countries far away. Okay? Second of all, now your options are, I'm talking about really down now because the majority of dudes ain't gonna get with a chick who's on camera playing with herself, and even worse, sleeping with other dudes. No dude is gonna be like, oh yeah, that's my wife.
Yo,
I want to put a ring on that girl.
You know what's crazy about that? I'm gonna give you a story that something happened to me a while ago, right? Like, I remember this girl liked me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We had a little fling before back in the day, but she liked me. She kept on like texting me throughout the years. So, you know what I'm saying? I asked her, yo, let me ask you a question. Do you got any online content? Like, you doing any porn like that? No, I'm not. No. So one day I seen her online. You know what I'm saying? I go on the line to find some pleasure. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I go online. I seen her giving head like to another nigga, and I'm like, what? So I laugh because the little thumbnail. I mean, hold on. They keep saying videos are really being related to. I'm like, hold on, that can't be her, but it was really her. So I sent her the video. Oh, that was a long time ago. I mean, listen, the date is like actually like last month. Like, it's not a long time ago. But if you, I ain't gonna front. I do got a Pornhub account. I'm like, so hold up. So when I ask you, do you do this? You say you don't do this at all. But now you got a Pornhub account. So I mean that you created the account. You're the headquarters. So that's like me saying, you telling me, Maddox, you design? No, I don't design. And you found foreign labor. Oh yeah, I forgot I got foreign labor. Like what? That would make it. How you forget you got a company?
I forget I got my own company now.
Oh, it's silly me. Like,
silly me. I mean,
so now we go past that. Again, years go by again. Another lie. Hey, what you doing? I miss you. You know what I'm saying? But I realized she kept commenting on my Instagram a lot. So I'm like, all right, cool, nothing major, whatever. Can you come down here? And I'm like, mine just this whole feminist type of movement. Come down here and see me, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, listen, man, I'm not doing all that. Like, if you do you down there, we good. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, we good down there. So mind you, she thinks that she could do what a man could do, right? So one day, I'm making my clothes on Instagram, and a story popped up. It was literally her link to OnlyFans. And I'm like, hold up. She got OnlyFans? So it says subscribe for $30 a month. I said, you know what? I don't want to pay $30. But you know what? I need to, the curiosity was killing me. I said, I'm going to pay for 1 month and I'm going to cancel it. So I paid for 1 month and I canceled it. So I hit her up. You got OnlyFans? Oh yeah, I got an OnlyFans. You know, it's nothing crazy. I just me up there like showing my feet and things like that. Nothing crazy. Just me with my underwear. I'm like, do me a favor. If anything, can I just give you $30 through Cash App and you give me the OnlyFans free link? Oh, I got you, but she'll know that I already paid for it. Oh, I can't find the link. I just sent her the video. She said, oh, right, mid-sentence is how it went. You know what I'm saying? Because that's quick. First of all, you're not my man, but because she got busted. So she was getting fucked by a fat nigga with dirty fingernails outside of in a parking lot, halfway out of a car. Getting fucked. So mine, she getting towed up from the floor up, and she talking about that was a long time. I said, girl, you lying. Your same haircut and your weight is the same thing that I see right now in this video. You FaceTime me, it's the same person.
Yeah.
Like, why you need to lie? Like, I'm just like, and you got daughters. But I could do what a man could do. I mean, no, you can't do what a man could do. This is you have been out of position. No man is going to take you serious. If any man decides to have an OnlyFans with you, he don't respect you. Mm-hmm. You just a nut. Mm-hmm. He's not gonna cuff you. You do OnlyFans and put a ring on it. No. I'm not doing that.
That's what they don't understand. And it's just like, again, I know some women that had to do what they had to do, and I'm not trying to shame you, but it's just like, yo, if you had options to do better, which I see all the time now, especially on these podcasts, right? Oh, I was in college and this, but I started making good money on OnlyFans. What? You just ruined yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then also, I think she just wanted to do some OnlyFans content with you.
And that wasn't going to happen. That was not going to happen, man. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not doing that. It's not going to happen, man. Like,
she was like, you ain't got to show your face. Just
It's going to defeat my message I'm trying to put out there.
Exactly. Nah, no, all jokes.
You get what I'm saying? But people she is a baddie. I mean, no, nigga ain't going. No. Let me ask you another question, right? So, what is your experience like dating black women versus white women?
I've actually never really dated ever. I mean, I've had one friend with benefits that was an older Greek American woman, Greek American like me, first generation. She was first generation Greek American. She's from Queens, and we met through Instagram because she was like hitting me up. She was like, "Wow, you're Greek American. You love dance hall. That's great." She was like, "I grew up in Queens, and I grew up like right near one of the projects in Queens,
Caesar's Palace."
No, I think she said she grew up close.
That's a hotel, right?
Or was that a casino?
It's a casino, but it got hotels in the casino. You're right.
You're right.
It got hotels in the casino.
It's kind of like Mohegan Sun.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But you got me kind of thinking. I'm like, wait, what? Because I mean, Connecticut got Mohegan Sun and Foxwoods. So I'm like, my casino kind of. I've only been to Mohegan Sun. But
so you met her in the projects?
Nah, but she doesn't. She said she grew up not too far from one of the projects in Queens, and but we started talking and shit like that. She's got kids. It's funny. She's separated, but her kids are half black, so she's kind of like me. She prefers black because that's all she kind of like ever got. So that was the same thing with me. So we kind of like spoke, and I was like joking and shit like that, and then we hooked up. But she's older.
It was good?
It was good.
All right.
It was good. But we didn't date. We just was
hooked up.
Just hooked up. And she was older, and then she moved down south somewhere. But we still cool. Like, we'll talk once in a while. But like that's the only white woman, Greek. That's the reason why I got with her, because
that's the dude.
Because I'm Greek.
Yeah, that's the dude. You said dude.
Huh?
You said dude.
What do you mean?
You said that's the dude, and you forget it. Go ahead.
Did I just have a? No. She moved down south somewhere.
Got you.
And and we still cool. Like, we'll talk here and there on Instagram. I meant, but like, other than that, like, because we're both Greek American, that's how we got. But my experience dating white women, it's never happened. I've never had the option, because when I was younger, I felt like every time I approached white women. When I was younger, I was more like, yeah, what's going on? And it was good. Like, you look good. Like, I could control that. I mean, I still do it because it's like, that's me. I'm not going to try to act like I'm somebody else to try to get to bag this pretty white chick who I think is beautiful. But I'm going to still be.
Well, you are.
Yeah. But like, I guess because they saw that, even though like my school everybody was like, white kids, the rich white kids from Rowayton, which is like the nice part of Norwalk that I grew up in. it's like they got along. It was no like racial shit too, but it was just the fact that I think they saw that and they were like, man, he always hangs out with the dudes that's known for gang banging, selling, getting in trouble. Like those are my peoples because I grew up with them. So like I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna fuck with them. Even though like I didn't get into that life, it's just these are the people I grew up with. So it's just like, so they saw me, I think, and they were like, oh, I never dated. They didn't give me no chance. I saw how they acted towards me. I'm like, I think I'm too different for them. But my experience dating black girls, it was like, I just think, because I was so in my own way. Like I guess I didn't notice if I had any kind of privileges compared to like how we spoke about, because I know I'm getting personal on this one. I graduated high school a virgin. I did
too.
Oh, for real?
I was 19 when I lost my virginity.
Oh, -5?
No, actually 19.
No, that 19. I think you know what? I think you did tell me that shit.
I remember 19. I remember because I was so hurt. Yeah, you think you remember your first time being special? Mine was kind of on. I remember it because I was hurt because the 2003 playoffs when the New York Giants lost. They lost to San Francisco 49ers. They was up 38-14. And the 49ers came back and beat the Giants 39-38. I was so depressed. Every morning, ESPN coming on, I'm like, yo, the blown call, I'm upset. I said, man, the only time, I think the only thing that made me better if I get some cootie cat today. And I just see this girl that was kind of like a tomboy. She's like a Serena Williams type body. But now she's a straight up full blown like AG. She's a whole full blown that. But at the time, she was like an aggressive, like masculine woman, but she was thick. That's how I lost my virginity. I remember that. And I ain't even get to come. I humped on her mad time like this.
Man.
I like a dog. Turn around. Turn aside. Turn aside. Turn aside. Turn aside. Turn aside. Turn aside. Baby.
Yeah, Maddox, get that shit.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, son.
Yeah.
I
How
couldn't
was she
even.
talking when she was like, yeah, beat that up,
She didn't say
son.
nothing.
Yeah,
She
B.
didn't say nothing. She did this. I'm like, yo, this is corny.
I thought she was going to talk to the beat that shit up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I did have a girl tell me, I'm coming, son. I said, oh, God, son. Son, right there, son. Right there, son. I'm coming, son. And my penile system turned to an elephant trunk. It said, it got soggy on the, it turned to, it got soggy, son.
Yo, so it's crazy.
So your experience with black women, like, just tell me the experience with them, like dating them. Why? Because you explained to me that you really didn't date white women. So the experience of black women, like, why didn't y'all work?
I think with some black women, I guess they probably, well, all right. So I lost my virginity.
So a black girl?
Yeah. So
all right. You invited to the cookout.
Man, my first like 10, 15, like yeah, we're black.
You was 10 years old?
No.
The first 10 girls.
So I was still 20, but it was like the week of my birthday. I was about to be 20, so I kind of lost it at 21.
Got you.
Yeah. So and I feel like with a lot of the black women I dealt with, and my body count's not that high. I think they just were like, some of them told me straight up like, I never been with a white dude, so let's, you could be my first. I was like, okay,
Yeah, not a bad trade.
and then like, I was like, I ain't gonna turn it down because I'm like, I'm finally getting.
I ain't gonna front. Black women is where it's at, bro. Black woman is where it's at.
It
So
was
it's not on this
crazy.
earth when you got a black woman and you dating her.
Yeah.
And you into her in her mid range, you in her mid range systems. Like what you said, watch these rap niggas get all up in your guts. Rich vanilla butter pecan
Yeah,
chocolate deluxe. That shit feels so good.
Caramel sundaes.
But you gotta be. What you said?
Even caramel sundaes is getting touched.
Yeah, Scoop in his ice cream truck. Yeah, yeah. Black woman is the best. I'm sorry, but go ahead. She rock your world. She rode you to death.
Okay, this is the thing. My first was good, but it wasn't the best. It was like the one after was better. The one after was like the one I wish I could have lost it to because I felt like she actually put in more work because, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It was like the one I lost my virginity to. I hope she doesn't watch this, but yeah, there was no shade. I felt like I was doing most of the work.
That's how. With that.
I'm like,
one.
and I'm the virgin though. I'm like,
That's how it was.
Like, it feels like I'm more experienced than you. You just laying there like a rag doll. What the fuck?
That's
Fuck
how,
out of here.
That's how it was.
But I felt like some black women. I feel like it's all women, and I think this is another thing. I feel like I feel like it's confusing on some people's opinions podcasts. Like, there's white women, black women, Asian women that just have like this fetish, but everybody has like there's mad people who have fetishes, and I've gotten like I told you with that Miss Dunce Harlequin, you know those.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna even mention her name.
Yeah.
She's not even worth it. But she was like saying, about fetishes. I'm like, are you fucking stupid? I'm like, I grew up in an area that's all I saw. So it's not like I got a fetish for it because I grew up in some kind of other country or whatever. This is what I saw, so that's what I prefer. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's another thing too. I've kind of dealt with some people who are whatever you want to call them haters, but it's all good. Like the fetish thing gets brought up, and I'm like, bro, you can't put that on me because that's what That's
what you used to.
That's what I'm used to and what I like because that's what I saw growing up. You know what I'm saying? But like, I've had, I guess I was on the fetish because like I never had a white dude and you don't act like a normal white dude. You don't
you became.
And so they're like, I've had
you was used.
I've had I was used and this is my story. But I enjoyed it though. They were like, you could be my first, and then sometimes like I've gotten, come back tomorrow, and I'll go back the next day, and then it became like a regular hookup. But like I
use condom or you hunt them raw. It makes sense because you may have a mulatto baby out there.
Nah, I wouldn't know if I had a kid.
You don't know, man. It could be some mixed baby out there, man.
I'll tell you this though, like when we got that close, I would tell him, all right, if we're gonna be like that, then let's get tested because I want you to know I'm good and you're good.
You want your baby? Doesn't matter that your baby. Do you want your child to be a white child or a mixed child? It don't matter as long as you love the woman.
I've always
preferred a mixed baby.
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh.
2 more minutes. I'm asking one more question.
Yeah, I've always preferred that because that's what I saw. Because yeah.
All right. So now the question I want to ask you, right? Another question I want to ask: should you be able to check a rude black woman and not be labeled a racist when you check her?
Yeah. And I think that goes for any. If it was flipped the other way,
I agree.
If someone is talking to you in a certain way, yeah, you should be able to check them. And some of these women too, because again, with this whole this new modern feminism and how it's promoted this hate for men, and what I've seen online, like when men stick up for themselves, they called sassy, they called weak, or you arguing with a female, but it's like you came to us arguing and saying things that I believe are false about myself, and because I'm defending myself, now that's being sassy or feminine.
That's the shit that I'm telling you about.
That I think didn't some girl call you that, and you were like, "Yo, this girl's calling me." Basically called you the G word.
I get called gay, feminine. I get called sassy, all because I check someone for they rude ass like they ways. Like I'm a whole person. I would never come out of place and disrespect you for no reason, right? So I give you a warning. You're not gonna just call me, or you must be you know,
You must be DL.
yeah, I'm like, what? And this is mad rude to say to a straight person.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, yo, if I check you on that, then all of a sudden I ain't supposed to check you because I'm a man. That makes no sense. But for you, it's a little more weird because instead of them saying you sassy, they will label you racist, the R word. And I'm like, what? How can he be racist for checking you as a white man, for you coming at him while as black woman? He's not checking you because of your race, the color of your skin. He's checking you because the action, the rude action you gave towards him. How is he racist for that? 'Cause I'm pretty sure you probably got caught racist a couple times.
Now that you say that, I'm trying to think of it. I mean,
Because even with the fetish argument, the lady trying to say
with that one trying to bring it up, like, and I was like, I just told you, stupid ass, I grew up in the area that's predominantly black, and that's all I saw. So I'm like, what point did you? Where did you not understand where I said that's what I saw growing up, so that's what I preferred? You know, and I've actually, it was some situation where some dude was like, oh, well, with you dating a black woman, they're just feeding into your fetish. So I'm like, how is that feeding into my fetish if I'm actually dating her and I'm showing her off to the world like I did with my ex? If I had a fetish, wouldn't I keep that as a secret?
yeah,
And be like, oh, I keep that on the down low so my parents won't find out. First of all, my mom didn't give a shit. First of all, my mom knew. She was like, man, she was like, you know, I came here from Greece and blah, blah, blah. She was like, as a Greek Orthodox Christian, and she was saying like, I prefer you. Even Greeks, and I think this is another thing too, Greeks would prefer you date Greek before you even date white. Like, Greeks want you to stay with Greek. Like, I've seen Greek families get upset because their son or daughter is dating someone that's German.
but blacks are the same way.
Oh,
That's the part that I'm saying.
Yeah.
Black people prefer you to date your own race, especially the old school blacks.
Oh, yeah.
And me, I'm the person, like me personally, my preference of woman for my wife is black. But I just say in the future, if me and a white woman was to hit it off, so be it. And I tell the black woman over and over, stop holding yourself down. If you find love and the man is white, like marry him. If he got to pick you first. Like, yo, if he says he marry you and he's a good man, fuck what your family think, fuck all this shit. Like, just go with it. That's it, man.
go with it. And it's just like we said about preferences and this. If you prefer to like date someone your own race, I don't see nothing wrong. But like you said, if you see someone that's like applying the pressure and they kind of fit your requirements, and you're like, well, they different race, but like everything else is like checked off. Fuck it, try it, see what happens.
And then I'm gonna ask you too. How do you feel before we wrap this up? Okay, last question. I'm gonna wrap this shit up. How do you feel about this whole body shaming culture? How do you feel about this body shaming culture? So is it body shaming to say a fat girl is unhealthy?
No.
I agree.
Because and just like
They can shame you for your height, but you can't
can shame
tell.
me for my height.
But you can't tell them the truth about their weight.
yeah, and I've had people be like, yo, Chris, because I've admit when I was like, because back in the day, you know, I was in shape. I ran track and I danced a lot, so I was always thin. And when I put on weight, I was like, damn, I put on weight. And I looked at myself, I'm like, damn, I got chunky, and I got to do something about this. But it's like, and I've been told by females like, oh, Chris, yeah, you kind of. I was like, some were like shockingly, you know, and I think speaking of fetish, I think some girls like chunky guys because they was like,
They do.
it fits you, and I'm like, well, I look older, I gotta lose weight because when I lose weight, I look younger. That's true in my opinion.
That is
See, that's
true.
another thing too, and that people don't want to admit. When you lose that weight, and it's not the body shame, it's just facts. You're gonna look healthier, you're gonna look younger, and I've been there because I put on weight back in 2017 when I was going through my rough breakup. And I lost my job. Once I started working out and I started got back into dancing and shit like that, I noticed I was like, yo, I looked younger than I did last year. And then now because, you know, of course you know, but for those who don't know, my brother passed away earlier this year with cancer, and then
Sorry to hear that again.
no, thank you.
My condolences.
And then you know, that kind of set me back, and I lost that motivation, and I was like, yo, again, I got put on weight. But it's crazy how I see it's fine for like chicks to say, oh, he put on weight, or this dude is this. But if we would say, yo, I don't want to date her, like, you know how many times, even when I was in good shape, people try to hook me up with a girl that was bigger than me, and I'm like, bro, what's wrong with you? and it's not me. I'm trying to call her a fat bitch. I'm not trying to call her that, and I'm not trying to shame her for being plus size or whatever. And I'm not going to tell her to lose weight because I don't know her. But I'm like, why? Like, what am I going to do with that? I can't even pick her up and do the nasty if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
They don't care about you. They don't care if you get a hernia. They don't care about that. They don't care about men.
Stop.
That's the truth. They don't care if you got your back on fuck out. They don't care about none of that. And mind you, a big woman, like me personally, when niggas used to ask me for, would you sleep with Lizzo? I'm like, yeah. Like, what? I said I never said I wouldn't. I said she's unhealthy, and her actions is ratchet. That's not body shaming her.
yeah, you eating hot Cheetos in your music video. I mean, come on, B. You eating, first of all, one of the worst snacks with the worst chemicals in that shit. But of course, that's, you know what, most people don't know about that because they don't want to teach us what's really in that shit. Once I found out what's
And
in
Cheetos?
it, no, Flamin' Hot Cheetos, or Cheetos in general, but Red Hot, the Flamin' Hot,
Yeah.
that Red 40 shit and the other, terrible.
I'm telling you, they put gonorrhea in that shit. They put gonorrhea in Cheetos? Yo, no wonder I was feeling, I was oozing. No, I'm playing.
Stop.
I don't got no gonorrhea.
Stop. I need to leave. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, hold on.
But the thing is,
Go ahead.
it's it preference again in options. Like, we're not trying. I'm not gonna tell you to lose weight. You ain't got to. If you think that you look great plus size, go ahead. That's me. You know what I mean? But if you think by you being that big that you're gonna get a 6-foot dude who's a bodybuilder, your chances are very low.
And with that being said, man, give them your Instagram handle, and Facebook,
Thank you.
YouTube,
So it's at
Pornhub.
Oh, whoa! You weren't supposed to say that yet.
Oh, my bad.
No, my fault. Nah, so it's at Gully Chris Dancer. So GULLYCHRISDANSA. And then my YouTube is my real name, Chris, CHRIS, last name TZIOKAS, where I be talking, making videos just as similar to this, even though I'm not like this well connected. You know what I mean? I just do the video with the phone, me talking to the phone, but similar topics. You know what I'm saying?
And
Dance videos and comedy skits too.
And you
sorry.
can you can also follow my Instagram is UKTV, is UKAY TV. So you see anybody out there with the fire videos who also got dreads like me, that's just me in an alternate universe. All right. So that's just me just trying to tap in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me still. It's not nobody else. Remember that, right? So it may go by a nigga
I
name.
think I blocked that page though, but I gotta unblock it. I was kind of upset.
That's your page? My bad, bro.
shoot.
All right.
With the OnlyFans link in the bio. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
This guy, yeah. Cause UK got OnlyFans for feet. You know that?
I heard about that.
Yeah,
That's
he
crazy.
he got his feet up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's what it is, man. You gotta pay the bills.
You got to pay the bills, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of, like I said, he's the most demanding man. He's like 6'3". You know what I mean? Most women want that. You know what I'm saying?
With that being said, we out.